Hi, I'm Stacy, and that's John behind the camera, and we are selling our beloved 2015 Roadtrek Popular 210. What the 210 means is that it is 21 feet long, and what we love about this van is that it is the roomiest camper van that you can get, that you can still park almost anywhere. You can drive in the city. It's very stealthy, but it was built on this customized chassis that, if you can see, that they made so it bows out. And what that does is create a ton of space inside. More space than a Ford Transit, more space than a Sprinter. Those feel really narrow. This actually feels super roomy inside, which we'll see when we get to the interior. Here we are at the back of the van where we have our spare tire, and then we also have these double doors that open up. So the spare tire just pulls down. You should probably oil that. And these open up, so you get tons of storage on both sides here, and then also you get extra storage in these little bins down here. So it's a ton of space to carry stuff. It's also really nice to have these double doors. So if you're hanging out somewhere beautiful, you can just leave them open and look at the view like you would here. Or you can fit large items in there. So our 14-foot kayaks, which are the reason why we needed to move up to a bigger van, we carried them inside here, just pulling them through and back by putting this down. And you can use this as a cargo van because it is a cargo van at its heart. On this side of the van, you've got your compartment here, which has your power and your exterior shower. And then over here, you have this awesome huge drawer for more storage. This is where we have our water hose. Some people have said they put ice in there and beer when they're tailgating. And then you also have your sewer dump station hoses and everything you need right there. And then over here you fill water. One of the water tanks you can fill from here, but you also can fill just from the back, and you'll fill both water tanks. There's a ton of fresh water in this van. It's like 36, I think it's 36 gallons of fresh water. So we've boondocked for a long period of time and never run out of water. Let's talk about this van. It is a Chevy van. It's built on the Chevy Express 3500 chassis, but customized, as we talked about before. And it has a ton of power. It handles hills. It's easy to drive. It's fantastic. There's tons of statistics we have on it. It has a generator that's built right in that operates from the gas. It uses gas, not diesel. Really easy to work on at any Chevy dealership. They'll be able to help you with your engine. And we've done the 60,000 mile checkup, and we've changed the spark plugs, the fuel injectors, a bunch of sensors. Like, everything is fresh and new and ready to roll. It has a 6-liter engine, holds a ton of gas, so I can drive from Portland all the way to Vancouver 6 hours and just refill when I get there. And lastly, on this side of the van, we have more storage down there, and we have a power awning that's in great shape and a porch light. So this would be your side where you'd hang out, set up your patio, set up your grill, and make a little outside hang area. We told you it was going to be roomy inside. Well, look how wide it is. There's so much room to move around in this kitchen galley, and so much room in the back there. It's really awesome. We upgraded this sink to a metal sink. It was all plastic before, a nice beautiful metal faucet. And then we have the 2-burner stove over there where we do our cooking. And over here we have our convection and microwave ovens. A lot of people aren't doing the convection anymore, but we love it because we make our frozen pizzas and stuff in here. And then you also have the 3-way Dometic fridge in here with tons of room. We bring so much stuff, we never run out of room. And it has a little freezer, so you can fit your Ben & Jerry's in there, or whatever your ice cream of choice may be. Something I really love about this galley is right here. You have all this space, which is incredible to use to cook. So you have that little counter space if you don't need a lot, but if you want more, you have this. And also these seats swivel, and you can have 3 people sit around and have a meal right here. We had these seats reupholstered with much nicer exterior fabric, and then also the foam is all redone, so it's incredibly comfortable on these seats. And we did this before we even knew we were going to sell the van, and so we haven't really used them much, and your body will get to mold these fresh foams, so that'll be a nice advantage. But they are super comfortable, way more comfortable than the originals. And if you don't know about this seat, it pops out really easily. So if you don't want this seat, you can use this as another little storage area. But if you do use it as a seat, it also has seat belts. So this van has the 2 seats up front, obviously your passenger and your driver, but you also have this passenger seat, and then all the way in the back, those 2 seats on the bench come with 2 seat belts as well, so you can have 2 people sitting back there, which is awesome. This van has so much storage, we've never even used it all. We would put our plates and dishes in there, glasses, coffee cups, coffee maker in there, and then you have these 3 huge drawers that you can put tons of stuff in. Obviously, we ended up using it not just for silverware, but our manual, all kinds of things. Then underneath you have all of this space for garbage, for your cleaning supplies. I don't think you even opened that drawer. There's that drawer right there. That's where our silverware was. That's where we put our table leg. It's just a little odd shaped storage space, but it's perfect for the table leg when you're not using the table. It's got all of these little pocket areas up here, which we've used for paper towels or cleaning wipes. That little spot's great for our electronics charging station. It's got incredible sound in here. I just get distracted because of all the speakers. This has got incredible surround sound, so it sounds great when you drive, and it sounds great when you're watching stuff on the entertainment system back here. But look at all this additional storage in the back. So much room for your clothes, your blankets, your towels, and that they go really deep. If you can show John, yeah, they go all the way down there. So tons and tons of space for whatever you need to travel with in here. Oh, I love this. So this big wardrobe is awesome, and it slides out so that you do have a place when you want to hang some things. If you have some shirts or some dresses you want to hang, it's awesome. Or if you just have a bigger item you want to carry around but not have out and about, you can fit it in there. There's the air conditioner. It's a Cool Cat, and it works great. It will cool this space down super fast. But one thing I'll mention is that it doesn't take much to cool it or heat it, because this van is incredibly well insulated, and it doesn't even get a lot of sound. So it never gets too hot from the sun because of the tinting on the windows. It doesn't stay too cold. And then for sure, when we have been sleeping in places where there's trucks with generators or farm animal noises, we don't hear anything. I don't ever sleep as well as I sleep in here, because this is my human kennel and I love it. I'm not coming in because I'm trying to keep our dog out because he's very muddy right now. Let's talk about the bathroom. The bathroom is another ingenious part of this van's design. So you have your wet bath, which is great, but it looks pretty small, right? Well, the thing is, you can pull the shower curtain all the way into this little aisle between the galley and the bathroom and have a ton of room to shower. There's a drain in the floor, so the water just goes right out into your gray tank. It's right under here. You pull up that bar and there's the drain. And the gray tank is also very generous, so having a shower here and there is totally a feasible thing to do. I also love the little sink, and that the sink has a little storage area in the bottom where you can keep bathroom related items. A lot of camper vans don't have any storage in the bathroom or even a sink. And this bathroom's awesome. So another thing I love about this bathroom is that when you are in it, you can close the doors only part of the way, and it gives you a ton more space so you don't feel locked in a closet. You have a little more room to move around and breathe and not feel claustrophobic. On the interior is this little seating area where I love to work. It has a little spot where you can set up the table. I showed you the table leg. The top of the table is under one of those seats and you can assemble it, and it's really super easy, like 2 steps to put it together. And you have a table with room for 4 people to sit and eat, hang out. And then when you want it to be a bed, you just flip this one switch, and this will bring the bench down into a flat mattress area. And then John is going to keep assembling this bed, but what's important to know is that it is over a king size bed. It's huge, it's so comfortable. John is 6'2", so the bed is the reason that we needed this van, unless we wanted to go up to a whole bigger category, is that this was the only camper van style RV that John could fit in. You can see he can lay down totally comfortably in here. And this is only with part of the bed down. So there's a piece that'll slide out here, and you take this cushion and you fold it, and you have this much bed. It is so awesome and so comfy. We have some photos of it that we can share. Our favorite thing to do is set up the bed with the big pillows that we have back here. We can watch something on TV. This is all filled in. John's next to me. We hang out, we watch a good show, we eat our frozen pizza, and yeah, the TV comes down even closer and it swings forward. And then at night, when we're ready for bed, we take the big pillows, we put them there, which adds a little extra insulation and warmth, and we have all this space to sleep, and it's the best. And lastly, I just wanted to mention that these windows are all glass, which I much prefer to acrylic, and these are tinted with a pretty dark tint, which at first I thought might be too dark, but then I loved it. I always feel super private in there, and it keeps it so well insulated. And that is it. We hope you love our van as much as we do. We're sad to sell it, but we're excited to see somebody else take it on new adventures, and we hope that you will love it and have as much fun in it as we do.